Hi, welcome to the SMG Diverse Show, episode 140. Today we've got 10 tracks we're going to feature from around the world, and I've got people from all over the place here to review the music from West Virginia, Colorado, UK, Virginia, Costa Rica, Canada, Scotland, Portugal, you name it. But the first song is a song called Kentucky Hillsong. It's in the background here by Graveyard Pete. So we will sit back and we will listen to the story behind the song, and then we'll sit back and watch the song. And anyone who wants to leave a review can do so right after. So sit back and we'll hear the intro followed by the song. One love.
So a little bit about Kentucky Hillsong. I was inspired to pen the lyrics to this piece after my friend Mike Ullery had written the music years before. And lyrically, for me, this song is about how life has a way of leaving scars. It's about how life has a way of showing us hard mornings, lonely nights, and more than a few roads you would never want to travel down yourselves. But those experiences have taught me something, and what it has taught me is that life is not a dry run. It's like no matter what you've been through, we still get to choose joy, we still get to choose love, we still get to wake up besides the people who matter most and be grateful for another day. You know, we only get one chance. And Kentucky Hillsong is a love letter to that idea. It's a reminder to see past the hardships of life and hold the ones you love a little closer and never take another sunrise for granted. And this is what Kentucky Hillsong is about.
Well, that was Pete. Thank you for the introduction there, Pete. That was fantastic. Now sit back and enjoy song 1 of 10, Kentucky Hillsong by Graveyard Pete.
Woke up this morning struggling to stand. I rubbed my hands deep into my face, and I hobbled across the room to the blinds, turned my burning eyes upon the day. I gazed through the window at the bright frozen blue horizon, and the joy of waking up next to you. Oh, this life ain't got no dry run, but I have woke up in a jail cell's left on a dirty beach. You see me running with the devil, maybe 'cause he was chasing me. If I can wake up next to you, what that really means, I can close both my eyes and fall deep into a dream. I've slept under a trestle, I've been roughed up by police. You seen me running with the devil, maybe 'cause he was chasing me. If I can lay down next to you, what that really means, I can close both my eyes, pull you close and feel you breathe. I saw a smile hiding by violets on the bank. A deeper soul, so wonderful, make a smile you cannot fake. That's right. But I have woke up in a jailhouse left on a dirty beach. You seen me running with the devil, maybe 'cause she was chasing me. If I can wake up next to you, what that really means, I can close both my eyes and fall deep into a dream. Well, I've slept under a trestle, I've been woke up by police. You seen me running with the devil, maybe 'cause he was chasing me. If I can lay down next to you, what that really means, I can close both my eyes, pull you close, and feel you breathe.
Well, that was song one.
Great job.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. It's a love song, isn't it? It's one for his other half. Let's hear let's start with the ladies. Let's go Laura, Linda, then Jean. What was your thoughts there, ladies? First, Laura, Linda,
Yep.
then Jean.
All right. Yeah.
Hi,
I
everyone.
found
Sorry, Linda. Laura, then Linda. Sorry, Laura, then Linda.
yeah, I really was intrigued by the guitar because at first it sounded kind of easy breezy and then there was some like pain wrapped in it. So it was just it was really interesting to feel it, you know? And the lyrics especially, I mean, very, very cool. I loved how he's, you know, the devil is running from me and she, you know, he or she, it could be anybody. And so I thought it was really, really well done.
Well said, well said. Linda, then Jean. Linda.
Hey, Graveyard Pete, I met you last year at the ISSA Awards. That was wonderful. I'm so glad to hear you sing today, and that was an awesome song. Yeah,
Well said,
loved it.
Madonna, well said. Let's go Jean, then Harry. Jean.
Well, hey there. I learned from a guy who was a personal friend of mine, Ronnie Hawkins. He actually discovered the band and he's crossed over now, based out of Arkansas. But he always said, Jeannie, a good song has to tell a good story. And that was a fabulous story. I feel like, you know, you've just given the world a short bio of yourself. And it just gets better from here on in, you know, because you've got it. Thank you very much. It was great.
Well said, Jean. Let's go Harry, then Simon. Harry.
Yeah, I just really love the song. Like, and it's like, you know, like any good song and like and a good lyrics written, like, and you feel like you are drowned inside the story, and that, you know, like, and you're just like walking inside that the different world, and then that's, you know, usually how I feel like in a different song, and that was just very like and lovely, very interesting.
Well said, Harry. That's beautiful. Simon, Mark, then Phil.
Yeah, I was definitely transported somewhere there. That was lovely. Felt like I was in the country, and there was a lovely kind of drone sound that kind of playing gives you, which just keeps you focused. It's like you're going along a road, and I really like the sonic side of that tune. So yeah, big up.
Detail that, man. Mark, then Phil.
Yeah, I mean, always think the mark of a good song is if it's just an acoustic guitar and vocals and it stands up, then imagine it with a full production. And I tried to imagine that with full production, and I think it would ruin it. I think the guitar sounds amazing. Just the guitar and vocals sound amazing. It's so stripped back, and it's just so hypnotic. And I can hear that on some TV show, you know, with like a desert scene or something. It just would really fit it well. Yeah, great track.
Well said, well said. Phil, Steve, and then Rich. Phil.
Yeah, again, I love the minimalist production. I thought what was really cool was how, particularly in the beginning, the vocals and the guitar were kind of syncopating. You know, the guitar's off doing this and the vocals are off doing this, and then he brings them together. And again with that with just as Captain formerly Redbeard said, the minimalist, you know, just the guitar and the vocals just really gave that story. Just, you know, just made it hit really hard. So I thought that was brilliant.
Well said, Mr. Andrews.
I thought that was amazing, and this is why, because it sounded like one of the old style, you know, legends of blues. It had that guitar sound, it had that emotion coming through in the guitar, it had that emotion coming through in the vocals. And like his Mark's story, ex-Captain Redbeard, now Captain Silverbeard said, and I agree with him, it didn't need any more. It was just like, you know, one man and his guitar, as they say. That was what you had there. You had the song, you had the guitar playing, you had the feeling that was coming through, which is how the old blues songs used to work. You had one guy with a guitar and he used to play the blues, you know. That was how it all began. And you've kept that going, and I thought that was amazing.
Well said, well said. Rich Myers podcast. Finally, what was your thoughts here in this first section?
I think it was a great song. It was like Steve said, it's it was like the old country or jazz, whatever, and it was a good song.
Well said, Rich. Well said, everyone. So that was Graveyard Pete. Till the next time. So coming up next is guest two, and it's Say Never. And the song is called Giving Up. We'll sit back and we'll hear the introduction, followed by the song. This is song 2 of 10. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jonathan Pruitt, and I'm from the band Say Never. And you're going to listen to our single called Giving Up. And here it is. We really appreciate you guys checking us out, and we appreciate all the support. You can check us out at sayneverband.com. Have a great day.
Thank you. Nice, short and sweet, that one. Sit back and enjoy this track. It's absolutely magnificent. Say Never, Giving Up.
I feel like giving up today, and nothing ever's gonna change, 'cause there is something wrong with me, and I am constantly in pain. I feel like I'm dying. I feel like giving up today, and I still gotta make a change. Leave the past behind me, never looking back to see. I feel like I'm dying.
Absolutely fantastic track. Very, very good stuff. Let's go the same. Let's go ladies first again. I like that the last. Let's go Linda, because she's in the mobile. Linda, then Laura. What was your thoughts, Linda?
Linda, this takes me back. I mean, Linda, I'm Linda. This music takes me back to my rock and roll days, which was a couple of years ago. But yeah, playing in the rock band, that drum was just fantastic and driving beat, and I love the lyrics. It was a great song. I loved it. Great guitar, all the good rocking out stuff. Yeah, we used to play at Guantanamo Bay way back in the day in the Navy bands and or in the Navy bases and all that. And our rock band was a couple of years ago. Yeah, it took me back. I liked it.
Well said, well said. Laura, then Jean. We've got another lady here to review the music as well, Sabina from Sweden, but she never heard that one. So Laura, then Jean.
Sure. Yeah. No, I loved it. Super tight. It reminded me a little bit of Gavin from Bush back in the day. Really, really, everything came together so well, and I absolutely love the vocals. And one thing I'm really have a soft spot in my heart for is personal triumph and someone reclaiming their power. And so I really love that one.
Well said, well said. Welcome, Sabina. Jean, then Mark.
Well, 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 it started out with a bang. The percussion was so fat. Oh my God. It just like boom, here you have it. And I can hear your heart in this song. I can hear the triumph, I can hear the crying, I can hear, all of it. And it's a rock, it's a heavy rock, but and because the subject matter is heavy, but you undulate it with the music. That was like I was waiting for it, and that was like a brilliant bridge that you did. I know these things because I'm kind of picky. Well done.
Well said, well said. Mark, then Phil.
Well, thank you, Laura, because I was desperately trying to think who they remind me of, and you're spot on. It is Bush. Yeah, they've got a great like grungy sound, and it's a great song, and it's powerful, and they really do the business. And what I noticed in the credits at the end was there was a credit to a guy called Rich the Duke Ward, and Rich Ward is a guitarist, or he was a guitarist in a band called Stuck Mojo. And they're from Atlanta, and this band are from Atlanta, so I imagine that's the connection there. So maybe he produced them or something. But yeah, great track, really good, professional as hell.
Well said, well said. And they are from Georgia as well. I should have mentioned that. Phil, then Rich, my podcast. Phil, then Rich.
Yeah, great lyrics, great arrangement. What I really like was the energy. The song built, and then it paused, and then it built, and then it paused, and it just kept teasing you and kept teasing you, kept bringing you in, and then finally, the knockout punch came at the end after the bridge, and it was just I thought it was really arranged brilliantly in terms of the energy that it just flowed throughout the entire song, and with those really short breakdowns that kept resetting and then and building. So I thought that it was just absolutely put together brilliantly.
Well said, well said. Mr. Short and Sweet, Rich Myers, and then Harry. Rich, then Harry.
I thought the band was really tight. It kept your interest, and also I thought they was trying to be original instead of somebody else.
Fantastic, bud. Get them in your show, Rich. Well said, buddy. Harry, Simon, then Steve. Then we'll get to guest three. Harry, Simon, then Steve.
Right. So yeah, it's rock, so it's really like an up my alley right there. Really nice guitar tone, like like that's I really enjoy like because it's create a darker atmosphere for the song, and then really like and have that hard rock like a post grunge type of like a sound. And I always really appreciate for this kind of music for the band to put a little or like a long solos in the in the music, and then I really like the like when the guitars put like that subtle like a wah wah pedal in there like just nice, very nice.
Well said, well said. Simon, then Steve.
Yeah, that song was up my street, definitely. Reminded me of the kind of much maligned Nickelback, I suppose, from the 90s. But yeah, it had a really good tune. I thought that's radio pop to me, radio rock. And I thought the video was great. I like the narrative with the girl and the kind of phone and and the text messages, it didn't really detract from it. It kept you hooked. So yeah, that was great.
Well said, well said. Steve Andrews?
I thought the performance and the production was absolutely top quality for what it was, which was grunge rock, and it was up to the quality of any of the grunge greats. I was thinking like Nirvana, and it was almost like channeling Kurt Cobain. That's what I thought of it. Fantastic job.
Well said, everyone. That was Seen Ever from Georgia. Until the next time, lads. Fantastic stuff. And coming up next from Canada, Valier. The song is called Human God. So we will sit back, listen to the story, you know the drill, and then we'll play the song. One love, ladies and gentlemen. Song 3, 10.
Hey, what's up? This is Chad from the band Valier, and I'm here to talk about Human God. Human God is a song we wrote about putting the wrong people on pedestals. Nobody should be put on a pedestal, but I've seen the wrong people put on a pedestal, and it's caused great harm. We all walk side by side in this life, and none of us are perfect, and we will all fall short because we're humans. Sooner we realize that, the more at peace we become. Once you're comfortable in your identity, you're no longer at the mercy of what other people think. Keep that in mind. Don't put anybody on a pedestal. There was only one perfect person. All right. God bless.
What a wonderful introduction. Sit back and enjoy this. It's another marvellous track, ladies and gentlemen. This is song 3 of 10, Human God by Valier. One love.
I'm not your hating me won't help you kill the pain. Loosen your grip on what is real. Limit your life to your reality. Wash away the love as you get dirty. Live the loss of death for a cause. I can't be your holocaust. I no longer feel your loss. I would never try to be your human God. Human God, I'm not your human God. Human God. I am addicted to your misery. I beg you to walk through this fate with me. Spit on me like I'm the enemy. Revenge will replace any fear in me. Live the loss of death for a cause. I can't be your holocaust. I no longer feel your loss. I would never try to be your human God. Human God, I'm not your human God. Human God. Biting my hand as I reach for truth. Retracting from what I resent in you. You're seeking my peace, but you beg for war. Watching your soul break away from the core. Human God. Human God, I'm not your human God. Human God, I'm not your human God. Human God, I'm not your human God. Human God, I'm not your.
Wowza, absolutely magnificent stuff. Very powerful. Yeah, just well done, Chad and the boys. That's absolutely great. Let's start ladies again. We'll go Linda, then Sabina. We'll go ladies first. I'll do this in this show. Linda, then Sabina.
So I think lyrics are so important. I am a lyricist, and I think that there's a style of music that reaches every, different kinds of people, and there are certain people that this song is just going to reach them. And the idea that, not to put someone up on a pedestal, that's really important, because we do that all the time. We do it without even realizing we're doing it. And then we try to compare ourselves with other people, and all of that's a dangerous place to be in. So yeah, I really appreciate the music and the sound. It's not my style of music, but I certainly do appreciate the expert quality and the message that he's putting out there. Human God. Yep.
Well said, Linda. Well said. Sabina, then Laura. Sabina.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with Linda, absolutely. And it's a very powerful is the word that comes to mind. Everything about it was very powerful. Powerful vocals, powerful message, production, just everything was very, and delivery as well. Yeah.
Wasn't it? Laura, then Jean, then Phil. Laura?
Yeah, as soon as the drums kicked in, I was just like, whoo, yes, super powerful. It was really awesome. I loved his voice. It was so perfect for the song, and the video was so perfect for the song and everything. It was just really well done all the way around. I really liked it, and the message was fantastic.
Well said, well said. Jean, then Phil.
Well, I don't know how long it took you to channel that powerful message from Source or from God or whatever you want to call it, but I feel that that was, how some people get something, you're just talking, and other people need a hammer? I think that song is a hammer for the collective, and it's very well delivered. It's very powerful. I can feel, the passion in it. And, sometimes you just have to shout. Yeah.
Well said,
So
well said.
very,
Let's go Phil, then Mark.
Yeah, great arrangement, great message, great delivery. What back in the day, I'm going to show my age here, we would call that headbanging, and that was as headbanging as it gets. It was really just the energy. You'll stack that up against anything, and it'll shine. It was just absolutely powerful, as the words. A lot of you have already said that word, but that's feeling that I got. So very nicely done.
Well said, well said. Let's go Mark, then Harry, who's also the next guest. Mark, then Harry.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of sold on that song before I heard it, because the message he said in the pre-video, I fully agree with that. We've got to stop putting people on pedestals and arguing amongst ourselves over how great they are, because they're just human beings, and some of them are subhuman beings. Anyway, great track, powerful as hell. I love the black and white video. It's really, really made it more punchy, and it was just a great track. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I banged my head.
Yeah, well said, well said. So Harry, you're the next guest, and Linda's the next guest after you, just so you know. Let's go Harry, Simon, then Steve. Harry?
I'm actually gonna use the same term that Phil used. It's a headbanger for sure. It's really like strong riff, like that vocals is like just strong. Like it's a great headbanging song. Like that's it.
Well said, well said. Simon, then Steve, then Rich Myers podcast. So Simon, then Steve.
Yeah, I thought they were for real. They believed that was convincing. It came across that wasn't just the stylized rock. They believed that message, and so the music was powerful. Production was great. I like the little riff where it stopped and there was a kind of guitar riff to the side, and then it came back in. That's what I picked up as a hook. So yeah, impressed.
Well said. Steve, then Rich.
I thought the message in the story and the lyrics of the song is so important, because indeed, I mean, it's so important that it's one of the main problems that we have in the world today. We have people who put other people on pedestals, and we have people who put themselves on pedestals and then try to rule over the rest of us. So, You know, it was spot on. And I thought the performance was absolutely, you know, fantastic quality. And as some of the ladies have already said, powerful. Powerful is the word. It was a really powerful performance with a really important and strong message behind it.
Well said, well said. Rich Myers podcast, and then we'll go on to guest 4 of 10. Rich?
Okay. Yeah, I agree with Phil and Gene about using the hammer. Hit somebody in the head with it. Yeah, I felt like I was watching the thing on MTV, the Headbangers Ball they used to have back in the 80s. Yeah, it was a pretty good song.
Well said, everyone. That was value. Until the next time, absolutely fantastic stuff. So coming up next, also from Canada, is Sacred Zone. The song is called Sweet Addiction. Harry's here, but we've got the recorded notes, so let's sit back and hear the story behind the song, followed by the song. Song 4 of 10. Enjoy.
Hi Sparky, this is Harry from Sacred Zone. But the song Sweet Addiction, it's really a song about love and passion and about being addicted to somebody romantically. What excites me the most about this song is the process of writing it. I wanted something that is rather catchy, straightforward, and I can show off a little bit on the solo part. And this song went through several different versions, and in the very beginning it was there were a lot of layers and guitar parts, and I eventually stripped it down to the current version, in which the song begins with something that is very minimalistic, and it still excites me to hear the dynamic that this song has. Anyway, talk to you soon.
Cheers, Harry. What a wonderful introduction. Sit back and enjoy. Listen to the song Sweet Addiction by Sacred Zone. One love, ladies and gentlemen.
Wild woman stole my heart, stole my soul.
Addiction, you know, what a great song, but you didn't half show off with that guitar there, man, Harry. That was brilliant stuff, man. Fantastic. Let's hear what the pros have got to say, because I'm not any pro, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's hear what the other artists have got to say. Ladies first again, Linda, Sabina, then Laura. Linda?
All right, got another one with a great drum beat. That's like a rocker's love song. I could see him dancing on the dance floor and just having the best time singing that song. That just sounded like a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a good one.
Well said, well said. Sabina, and then Laura?
Yeah, it was a great track and so catchy, the chorus as well. Very, very catchy and very relatable topic as well. I think everyone we've all had that kind of addiction. Yeah.
Well said. Laura, then Jean?
All right, first off, I thought the intro video was so sincere. I love that. And I love that you got to get your solo part in there, the guitar. That was so cool. And I love that rhythmic bass line. You know, it kept me from the very beginning. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, this is really nice. And the subject, absolutely. I mean, really good lyrics. There's something that is just so, I don't know, it makes you feel very small when there's something compelling you that is a greater force than you can control. So I totally get it. Nice.
Well said, well said. Jean, then Phil?
Well, I don't know. I was dancing in my rocking chair, but I think I was like back in Woodstock or something like that. The title of that song is absolutely perfect because the song itself is addictive. You know, it's got a real build, and you know, I'm weak for electric guitar riffs. You know, and when it went like at the end, yeah, you got me there. Good song.
Well said, well said. Phil, Mark, then Simon. Phil?
Yeah. I love how the intro and the outro just echoed themselves, and then this massive song in the middle. I thought, it's made great bookends. Of course, that bridge was phenomenal. Great guitar work. What I loved about this, though, was the juxtaposition of, if I didn't speak English and I just heard the song with the instrumentation and with the arrangement and with the vocals, but not knowing what the words were saying, I never would have told you that was a love song. It was like, wow, this thing's hitting hard, but the message was really soft, was really mellow, and it was actually very sweet. And so I thought that was just brilliantly done. Very nice arrangement.
Well said, well said. Mark, and then Simon?
Yeah, Harry, that was awesome. As Phil said, I completely agree with him. The arrangement of that song was perfect. The way it comes in and it hooks you in, then the song kicks in, the guitar solo was burning, screaming, and then it trails out on the same as the outro is the same as the intro, and the arrangement of that song was fantastic, and it was brilliant. Well done.
Well said, well said. Simon, and then Steve?
Yeah, hi Harry. Yeah, I really enjoyed that tune. That was great. That hooked me in. I'm a sucker for a good bass line at the beginning because I'm a bass player, so bring that on. And I was hearing harmonies in there that weren't there, but I could hear them because I was singing along. That it got through. The tune got through. So a really good work. Good song.
Well said, well said. Steve, and then Rich Myers podcast. Steve?
Harry, I thought that was brilliant. I said in the chat that I liked the intro, the way it started and then how it developed. And it was one of these songs where you didn't really know what was going to happen. But then in your song, you kicked into this absolutely incredible piece of guitar soloing, which was amazing. And then you left us with the outro, which was like the intro. So there was a lot of work went into the composition of the song, as well as the actual performance of the song. And I thought it was just pretty amazing all round.
Well said, well said. Mr. Rich Myers, what was your thoughts there before we get to guess 5 of 10?
I thought it had a great beat, and he did an excellent job on the song. I like to have him on my show.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what you're here for, Rich, isn't it? So I will make that happen, bud. Well, that was Sacred Zone. Until the next time. Thank you, Harry.
Thank you.
So coming up next is a lovely lady. She's in attendance. Her name is Linda Bowles. The song is called One at a Time. I'm just going to play the introduction and sit back and enjoy. This is song 5 of 10. Introduction followed by the song. One love.
Well, hello there. My name is Linda Bowles. I am a singer-songwriter from Smithville, Virginia, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to share One at a Time with you. That's a very special song that I wrote, and it was inspired by the idea that so many people often die in tragic events, and we hear the news reports and we get caught up in the numbers. But I am convinced that Jesus Christ died for each one of them, and he knows them by name, and he loves them. And so that was the inspiration for One at a Time. Jesus Christ loves us all. You be blessed. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you later.
What a beautiful introduction there, followed by a beautiful song. Sit back and enjoy One at a Time, Linda Bowles.
One at a time, it happened one at a time. So many people, a tragedy. They died together, but not really. They died one at a time. One at a time, it happened one at a time. One lonely man upon a cross, he died for them, he died for us, he died one at a time. We get so caught up in numbers, as though each one didn't matter at all. But Jesus Christ knows every one of them. It breaks his heart when he sees them fall, 'cause he died for all. One at a time, he died for them one at a time. Upon a cross at Calvary, he died for all, but not really. He died one at a time. One at a time, it happened one at a time. One lonely man upon a cross, he died for them, he died for us, he died one at a time. We get so caught up in numbers, as though each one didn't matter at all. But Jesus Christ knows every one of them. It breaks his heart when he sees them fall, 'cause he died for all. He died one at a time. One at a time. He died for all. For all. One at a
Absolutely beautiful. Linda, honestly, that was just, yeah, touched me there.
Thank you so much.
Let's just stick to the same order. Ladies first. Let's go Laura, then Jean, then Mark. Laura, Jean, then Mark.
Yeah, I mean, it made me start thinking, it's a solo project to be born or to pass away, right? You can't, and I don't know, I don't watch the news because I don't like how it sterilizes, the personal experience of what people are going through. And so this was really beautiful to note that. And I really love the bridge. I really love a nice, clever bridge, and that really captivated me. Well done.
Well said, well said.
Thank you so much.
Jean and then Mark.
Well, wow, wow, wow. In my mind, this is up there with on Amazing Grace, on Eagle's Wings. It's a hymn, and your voice is absolutely incredible. Incredible delivery. You didn't even have to do a video, just the visual. And of course, I'm a numerologist, so like the color and the chorus about the numbers, the message is that song needs to go out there more. Yeah, thank you.
Well, let's try and make it happen. Well said, Gene. So let's go Mark, then Simon, then Harry. Mark.
Yeah, I mean that song was just full of faith, hope, and love. And in these desperate times, I think we need faith, hope, and love, whatever our faith. But it was a beautiful song, beautifully produced, beautifully performed, great message, and full marks.
Well said, well said. Simon, then Harry.
Yeah, I really like your singing voice. It's really catchy and it pulls you in. And there's some lovely musical bits in there. The modulation between the two parts were really good. It's a big lift. And yeah, it was really good to hear that. Nice, lovely message and powerful as well.
I'll detail that, man. I'll detail that. Harry, then Phil.
Hi. Yeah, I think just really great song, like really great melody and very soothing. And somebody wrote in the chat, I think it was Steve, like, and I think something, if there's a TV show or something, it was be good, like, kind of, opening song. I agree, like, and it feels like, and it's an opening song for like a TV series about like faith and Christianity or something like that.
Well said, well said. Phil, Steve, then Rich. Phil.
Yeah, I think music is at its best when it's heartfelt, and obviously, Linda, you poured yourself into that one. The arrangement was wonderful. Love the sax. The vocals are absolutely fantastic, and very powerful message. And it's very clear that it's coming from your heart, which just makes the song that much more powerful. So thank you for sharing that.
Well said, well said, well said. Steve Andrews.
I thought that was just amazing, because the vocals were so beautiful, so clear, like right from the start. And the production of the song was such excellent quality that, as Harry said, like I put it in the chat that I was thinking like this is good enough for a TV program or a film, even. If it had some kind of Christian topic to it, then it would fit right in. It was that good. It was that, and the words were so good. So I think, was it Jeannie that said like it was a hymn? It is that good. Fantastic. And so yeah.
Well said. The next time I do a Christian gospel and spoken word show, I'd love to feature you on that. So I'll be in touch before it. I've done one of the shows before and it was a beautiful day, so it was. Rich Myers, what was your thoughts finally before we get to guest 6, who is Laura? Rich?
I thought it was an excellent song, and it was a good illustration of Jesus watching over the sheep, like we're sheep, he watches over us and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it.
Hey, I really enjoyed it as well. Thank you, Linda. You're absolutely fantastic. We're halfway through the show. I hope you can stay for the rest of it. We're closing the show with the violinist out of Kansas, by the way, if anyone knows who that band is. But that was Laura Bowles. Till the next time. Coming up next is Plethora of Bliss. Laura, she's here in attendance. Again, we'll sit back, we'll listen to the story behind the song, and then the song 6 to 10. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Hi guys, Laura here from Plethora of Bliss. Right to Be Wrong is a very important song. It's something that had been weighing on me my entire life, is how we tend to beat ourselves up over poor choices and bad judgment and mistakes that we make. It gives us this self-imposed prison so that we don't risk anything and we don't try anything new. I think it's just so important for people to be able to release that and forgive themselves and love themselves a little bit more. Because once you forgive yourself from all the mistakes that you've made and realize that you've learned from them, you don't have to keep making those mistakes again. And so, you know, it's like living amends. And I don't know, I think it's a freedom that more people need to experience. So I hope that this song really, really touches your heart and soul. And I hope it makes your life a little bit lighter.
Thank you for the introduction, and we'll sit back and we'll listen to the song. Right to Be Wrong by Plethora of Bliss. Enjoy.
Well, I've been used and abused and completely been confused. And at times I thought I truly lost my mind. I've been shaken, I've been taken and thoroughly mistaken, and questioned why is it that I'm so blind. So if you think I've lived an easy life, I'll tell you it's not true. I should have died a dozen deaths, but somehow I made it through. And if you think that I'm being punished or I'm paying cosmic dues, well, I used to think a lot of things, but now I know my truth. And I have the right to be wrong. Well, I've been charred and been jarred, and it left me feeling scarred. Still, I had no idea of what to do. And I've been beaten by a cretin many times that I felt weakened. To fix my life, I really had no clue. So if you think I've lived an easy life, I'll tell you it's not true. I should have died a dozen deaths, but somehow I made it through. And if you think that I'm being punished or I'm paying cosmic dues, well, I used to think a lot of things, but now I know my truth. And I have the right to be wrong. I had to fall to my knees so I could see the light. Let myself be guided to allow my dreams to take flight. Well, I've been shaken and awakened and no longer feel forsaken. Finally finding peace within my heart. And I'm relieved and achieved and no longer feel deceived. I feel guided and I know that's just the start. And I am free and I feel glee, 'cause I know how life's supposed to be. I keep learning every single day. And I have risen by decision, my head no longer in prison. My intuition lights my way. So if you think I've lived a crazy life, I'll tell you, yep, it's true. I've changed habits and beliefs, and I know more what to do. And if you think I should feel jaded, well, I got better things to do. Well, I used to think a lot of things, but now I know my truth. 'Cause I have the right to be wrong. We all have the right to be wrong.
Absolutely lovely song. 10 out of 10 for me. It's absolutely beautiful, that is. Again, let's stick to ladies first. Let's go Linda, then Sabina, then Jean. Linda?
Well, Laura won my heart when I saw the horses at the beginning of the video. Oh my God. I'll dedicate that one to my horse, Stanley, who is a Tennessee Walker. So sweetie, you've already won my heart, but the beauty, I'm a lyricist, so the words, the lyrics, the story is just so heartfelt and so real and will touch so many people's lives. What a bright light you are. And your singing is beautiful. I loved the way you put the song together. It was just lovely, singable. It's going to reach a lot of people for good. Thank you for sharing that. That was just beautiful.
Well said, well said. Sabina, then Jean.
Yeah, that was truly so beautiful, so heartfelt, and just very touching. And so, yeah, so really beautiful. And as Linda said, I'm sure that's going to reach lots of hearts and minds, really. So, yeah.
Oh, well said, well said. Jean, then Mark.
Laura, again, thank you for sharing your personal journey, but this, I feel this is the journey of many of us in the collective. And one of the things, like, I notice everything is ridiculous, but Steve's there and he's got the dragonfly behind him. And dragonfly symbolizes lifting the veils of illusion, you know, and the lyrics in this song speak to that, speak to your journey into what I call goddess, because you're a fucking goddess, pardon my French, but not, okay? And it's your journey. And then horse medicine, again, I agree with Linda. Horse is power. Horse delivers our message. And this is about you fighting to gain the strength and the wisdom to rise above all the like whatever. So thank you very much.
Well said, well said. Let's go, Mark, then Harry.
Right, so we had previous song was about faith, and then we get a song about hope, and that's what I love about the diversity of this show. That is a great song. It is one of those songs that if you're feeling like crap, it's going to pick you up, because I think that's why you wrote it. And if, pardon me if I'm wrong, but I think there was a line in there that said, "I've been beaten by a cretin, beaten by a cretin." Yeah, yeah, I feel you. So yeah, what a fantastic song, personal and 100% genuine. So fantastic, well done.
Well said, well said. Harry, Phil, who's the next guest, and then Simon. Harry, then Phil.
Really love the song, like, and really love the melody. It's really calms me down. I just, yeah, it's just really great. And then, like, I like the topic of the song. Like, it really speaks to me. I'm pretty sure it really speaks to a lot of people.
Well said, well said. Phil, then Simon.
Yeah, Laura, that song's absolutely beautiful with an incredibly powerful message. But what I really loved about it were the clever composition of those lyrics. I just love clever lyrics, and those were absolutely brilliant. The persistent rhyming at the beginning of each verse was just so, it's like so catchy, and just really draws you in. So beautifully done, very nice.
Well said, Phil. Simon, Steve, then Rich. Simon.
Yeah, Laura, that was a really lovely song. That was beautifully crafted. I thought there was a lot of professional stuff in there with the lyrics and the way the music was produced. I was hooked in, and I really like the horses too. But that was just as a visual, it was really nice to sort of see that. It gave it sort of motion as well through the song, which was yeah. Again, it's a radio song for me. Can hear it still in my head.
Well said, well said. Steve, and then Rich Myers podcast. Steve.
Laura, I thought, your vocals were really beautiful, and, the lyrics, the lyrical content was just absolutely excellent. It just fitted, and it was just like a positive feel through it. And then the video with the horses, that just fitted so well with the whole energy of it and everything, and it was just a beautiful experience. So that's what I thought.
Well said, well said. Rich Myers podcast.
I thought the horses was a good start of the video, and you had a powerful, positive message to put out there, and I thought it was great.
Didn't we all? Didn't we all? That was Laura. That was a plethora of bliss. Until the next time, my dear. Love you to bits. So the next guest. He's in attendance, one of the members is. The Firejets, the song's called Burning. So let's sit back and we'll hear the story behind that. Song 7 of 10, and we'll listen to the song. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Hey everyone, it's Phil Beaver from the Firejets coming to you from Denver, Colorado. It is absolutely great to be back on Sparky's program, and it is fantastically great to have Sparky back in the saddle again. Welcome back, brother. It's great to be here. So the song that we're sharing with you today is called Burning. It's the first song off of our new album, which is called Rise Up. As you might expect, Rise Up is a protest album. Why? Because we kind of needed a protest album. And what's Burning about? Burning kind of sets the stage for why we're protesting, or why people are protesting, or that people are protesting. The streets are burning right now. The skies are burning. The hills are burning. It seems like the whole world is on fire. And so anyway, that's what Burning is all about. It's, you might notice a nod to a couple of great Burn songs from the 70s, specifically Burn by Deep Purple, and of course Burning Sky with Bad Company and Paul Rogers on those incredible vocals. So anyway, we hope you enjoy it. Rock on.
Well, that was introduction there, Phil. Still a little bit quiet, but I could hear it, and you can always turn the volume up. Sit back and enjoy this marvellous track. Song 7 of 10, Burning by the Firejets.
The streets are burning, the flames are climbing higher, the crowds are churning, and everything's on fire. But before you throw that cocktail for your power and your glory, read that sign across the street that has the flip side of your story. So think about the future as you fight and scream and clash. Do you really want society to crumble down in ash?
Fantastic stuff. Absolutely brilliant, Phil. You know how much I love you, dude. Let's hear what everyone else said. You know, young Harry was actually it was at his work, so he had to leave, and Linda was driving. Both of them might come back, but in the meantime, let's stick to the ladies first. Let's go Sabina, Laura, then Jean. What was your thoughts? Sabina, Laura, then Jean.
Wow, Phil, this was very powerful stuff and very much like just like an anthem of everything that's, going on. It was just a very, very yeah, I'm almost shocked. I just like, wow, yeah, it was really I loved how the music and the words were so glued together and so just it was really amazing. Great production, everything. Amazing. I mean, the guitar was just yeah, everything
Gosh,
just top notch, really. Very
thanks so
powerful.
much.
Yeah, very powerful.
Well said, well said. Laura, then Jean.
Fantastic guitar, but I love the keyboards around that really set it off for me. And I love this when she said both, because this is something that most people are not realizing is that we're not against one another. We should be against them. You know what I mean? United. And so that was brilliant. It's like wake up, wake up, wake up. So very well done.
Well said, well said. Jean, and then Steve.
Well, the lyrics. Hey man, Phil, you are a wizard. You are a direct channel, like from spirit, and having a musical collective called the Peace Train. And I will be sending you a private message because this is a protest song. This has something to say. It kicks ass, and your vocals, like, where did you come from? Holy moly, you've got a good set of pipes, and I love the piano at the beginning because it was kind of sneaky. The introduction, it was like, oh, I wonder what this is, like that looks pretty intense, the fire. And now along comes this little playful piano, and then bam! It's really good. Thank you.
Thanks, Gene.
Well said, well said. Steve, and then Simon, who's the next guest? Steve.
Phil, I'm not sure if you know, but I have kind of put this out there, but when I write songs, I start with the words, and it was like Bob Dylan, who was the guy that got me started in all this, and it was Bob's words. And what, grabbed me from the start in this song of yours was the words. The lyrics are fantastic. And like what Jeannie was just saying, that, you're a wizard with the words there. You were talking about all the different stuff that is going on, like in real time. So it was so topical. It was environmental was in there, and the nonsense of the fighting between the peoples is in there, and it was all there. And I mean, I've just seen stuff like recently, which is so crazy, it's almost difficult to believe. But there's like teenagers in Wales that have been deliberately setting fire to places. And so this is out there on the news. Teenagers arrested for setting fire. I mean, where is this craziness? And apparently, like, TikTok was actually encouraging this. Challenges, to set fire to something. And you could say, like, how insane can it get, right? But I think that your lyrics kind of covered all bases. So fantastic job.
Well said, well said.
Thanks so much,
Simon, sorry, Simon, Mark, then Rich.
Yeah, Phil, that was great. I really enjoyed it. That was like a kind of rock and roll protest song. So so folk music doesn't get all the kind of protest songs. That was really clever. I loved the piano and the guitar at the same time musically. That kind of reminded me of the sort of late 70s new wave things in the UK where it was just they were going for it. It kind of reminded me of the Boomtown Rats. And the moment I heard that, you had some rats on the videos, which was quite funny. Yeah, so excellent. That's a good tune. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks.
Well said. Mark.
Yeah, sorry, I had to rush off and get me charger because my battery was going to go flat. What a fantastic song, Phil. I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to know you, my friend. You're an amazing keyboard player and pianist. What a fantastic song. Epic, as all Firejet songs are. Always full of great messages, great imagery. 10 out of 10, mate. Just love your stuff.
Well said, well said. Mr. Rich Meyer's podcast?
I thought it was greatly illustrated, and I think you hit the nail on the head and all that good stuff, and it was great.
Well
Thanks
said.
so
well
much,
said.
Rick.
Bill, you know how much I love you, man. That was the Fire Jets going to the old terminals here, and I love you to bits. Till the next time. So we're heading back over to the UK for TV pins. Simon is in attendance here, so we'll sit back, hear the introduction, then the song. This is song 8 of 10. Sit back and enjoy another marvellous track coming up here. Introduced by Simon.
Hi, I'm Si from TV Pins, and I'm here to introduce our new single, which is called Version of Love. And it's a departure for us lyrically. We're doing something different. We're going to talk about inclusivity. We're talking about relationships, how we're wanting the lyrics to share. Don't crush curious, don't beat different. Basically, let's look at how everybody is and let's understand and be a bit more kind, because there's a lot of hate out there, as we know, for how people are. So we're waving a flag for that, unashamedly. Musically, it's back to our basics, lots of vocal harmonies. We're doing some good rock and roll guitars with keyboards added as well this time. And we've written a summer banger, a pop song, unashamedly pop song for the festivals and beyond. Hope you like it.
That's the introduction. I've not said it in this show, but you're not allowed to say hope. There's no hope about it. Everybody's going to love it. Sit back and enjoy Version of Love by TV Pins. This is song 8 of 10. One love.
I can't say what I'm feeling in front of you, 'cause you have got your mind all set, only care about what works for you. Deal you a curveball, ask you to think outside, ask you to care about someone that's not you, yeah. Your version of love is so straightforward. Your version of love, I'm freaking bored. Your version of love, it does not allow for all the colors of the rainbow. It's stronger than me and people like me, people for who life is a changing sea. You do not care, you do not care, you do not care. Wake up, wake up. I am the way I am. It's just how I was made. You two are the way you're made. I know you like to think that it's all you're doing, but just because you and people like you number more than me, I have to hide me, yeah. Your version of love is so straightforward. Your version of love, I'm freaking bored. Your version of love, it does not allow for all the colors of the rainbow. Your version of love is leaving me cold. Your version of love, I am not so, I am not so, I am not so, I am not so. Wake up. I happen
TV pins, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. Love it, Simon. You're awesome. Let's do the same again, ladies first. We'll go Sabina, Laura, then Jean. What was your thoughts here, ladies?
Yeah, this was such a energy bomb, really, Simon. So catchy, so just love, very lovely tune in every way, very catchy, just yeah, great energy as well.
Thank you.
Wasn't it just Laura?
Yeah, it had me bouncing, It was fun. It was like it was this all-inclusive thing. And love is, it doesn't matter what version it is, it's love, right? Love is awesome. It's like the ultimate. It doesn't matter what version it is. So it was brilliant. And I love the harmonies. It's so sweet. It's so lovely. Very well done.
Well said, well said. Jean and then Mark.
Definitely a major dance tune. I can see again everyone dancing. I also really like the hook version of Love, and I Am Not Sold. As a lyricist, like, it's also speaks about, you know, love is all encompassing, right? We could spend hours on it, but the bottom line is it's setting boundaries as to which version of love that you are willing to accept. So this song asks you to think about that. And I like things that make you think.
Oh, well said, well said. Mark, then Phil. What's your thoughts here, Mark?
Oh, congratulations, Simon. That is one of the catchiest songs I've heard in a long time. And what I really loved about it, right? I mean, I love the whole track, and it's going to go down great. Like you said at festivals, it is going to go down great. Was the fact that the hooks start from the minute the song starts. Everything about that song is a hook, and then you get to the chorus, and that's a massive hook. So that is 10 out of 10. Brilliant. I want to hear that on the radio.
Oh, thank you.
Well said, well said. Phil, then Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon, that was fun. Great lyrics, incredible vocal delivery, but what really hit me was that arrangement. You've got some serious musicians up on that stage, and they absolutely delivered. Every one of them delivered their parts brilliantly, but the way that they were strung together, the way that they were tied together was just absolutely fantastic. What a wonderful arrangement. Yeah, we'll be hearing that on the radio. So very nicely done.
Okay, thank you.
That's it. Steve, and then Rich Myers podcast. Steve.
Simon, the letter that I pick from the alphabet for your song is the letter P, and this is why. Because, in my opinion, that was top quality pop, performance, and production. So you got 3 P's there, and positive energy, because the song was full of like positive energy coming out as well. So you got, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4 P's there. So that is a letter that I think is a letter for your song. Fantastic job.
Thank you, Steve.
That's it. Mr. Rich Myers podcast.
I think all the vocals was real tight, and they went together as a duo. And I like the garage type band style. It was awesome song.
Hey, get everybody on your show, Rich. That was Simon for TV Pins. Love you, Rich, brother. Until the next time. So, from the UK, we're heading over to California for Yulia. This lady, she's a world-class pianist. I think it's just an instrumental, not just an instrumental, but sit back and enjoy it. Let's Agree to Love, the song is called. So, yeah, sit back, hear the introduction, and then we'll play song 9 of 10. And there we go.
Hi Sparky, hello everyone. Thank you for inviting me here. I'm happy to share with my new song, Let's Agree to Love, featuring Jakim Joyner on saxophone. I believe the world has forgotten the true meaning of love, and true love comes from God. And when we rediscover the love, we can bring more hope, kindness, and peace into our lives. That's the heart behind this song, and I hope you like it. And more about me as an artist you can find on my website yuliamusic.com, YULIA music.com. Thank you so much. Blessings.
What a wonderful introduction, and she's absolutely fantastic, Stevie Jen. Sit back and enjoy this beautiful track, Let's Agree to Love, featuring Jackiem Joyner. That is jazz and funk just personified, if you ask me. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Yulia's a wee star, I told you that. Let's go ladies first again. Sabina, Laura, then Jean. What was your thoughts here, Sabina?
I thought it was very cool, very unique, and very vibing in every way. It was really very interesting. Great production overall as well. So, yeah.
Well said, well
Great
said.
track.
Laura?
I was just envisioning all the different musicians taking turns, and working off one another. And I don't give the clarinet enough respect. After hearing that, I was like, oh, wow, it does come in handy in certain songs. And I gotta tell you, when it first started out slapping that bass, I was like, yeah, that was sweet. Very well done.
Well said, well said. Jean and then Mark?
Well, it had really, really, really good, positive, high energy right from the beginning. It's kind of a song where, if you need to, de-stress, I have a kind of a twisted mind, so I was just thinking that wouldn't that be an amazing song when they put you on hold while you're waiting to talk to a government official? You'd be dancing the samba or, something like that. And you wouldn't be, worrying about what you had to say to them. Great, great production. Thank you very much.
That's it, Darren. That's it. Mark, then Simon.
Yeah, that transported me back to the days of David Sanborn and Shack Attack and that kind of sound. It was great. No lyrics required really. It was just bang on the nose with just the music and fantastic musicians and beautiful piece of music.
But wasn't it just Simon, then Phil?
Yeah, that was really up my street. I like the kind of funky drumming and the groove that was going through it. And yeah, I echo Mark. That was that kind of 80s jazz funk world, Shack Attack, and I really like that music. I would have liked to hear some vocals. I could have done with some vocals on that because it was a really nice tune and it had a really good groove. But yeah, I'm a fan.
Hey, me too, me too. Phil, then Steve, what was your thoughts here, gents?
Yeah, absolutely. Great energy. For an instrumental, we got to talk about the instruments, and you can't ignore that sax. But as y'all know, I play keys. And so I got to give a massive shout out to the keys there. That was just some really nice work. But I thought everything was just tied together so brilliantly. So it was just really fun to listen to. Nicely done.
Well said, well said. Captain Greenbeard?
I was talking earlier about the letter P in relation to a song, and I think I can talk about the letter P again because that instrumental we've just heard was played so well, and there was more positive energy coming out of it. So yeah, it was just great. Just a wonderful instrumental played so well.
Well said. Mr. Rich Myers?
I thought the music had a great vibe, and it was an excellent choice of musicians.
Yeah, well said, well said. I think she's flying high, so she is. That was really until the next time. Love you to bits, my dear. Right, so the final guest of the evening is none other than Joe Dennison. He's the violinist for Kansas. I'm sure some of you have heard of them. They've got millions of followers. He's a recent addition to the band, but Joe's an absolute legend. So we'll sit back and we'll hear the story behind his song, which is called Outrage Olympics, and then we'll watch the final song of the evening. So it's been a beautiful, amazing show so far. This is introduction. One love.
Hi everyone, this is Joe Dennison, violinist and vocalist from the band Stratusfurious. I'd like to share with you my personal favorite song and video off of our last album, Imposter. This is called Outrage Olympics. Outrage Olympics is a criticism of cancel culture that emerged in the last decade on both sides of the political spectrum. And it talks about how we are being surveilled by the government and how we are surveilling each other and watching each other, and how any wrong move or anything you say or do can be misconstrued and ruin your life, cause you to lose your job, your family, your friends. So it quotes George Orwell and Aldous Huxley, and the song is kind of about the dystopian present. And we had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you enjoy Outrage Olympics.
Well introduced there, Joe. And obviously he's got a few projects, but this is his Stratusfurious project. I didn't say it was a Kansas song, but he's part of that as well. So I can enjoy the last song of the evening, Outrage Olympics. One love. That's the man there, Joe Dennison. He doesn't show off as much of his violin skills as he does in some of his other tracks, but you should see him and that bass player when they go together. They're phenomenal. I think some people have seen some of his stuff before, but what a great track. I'm going to start with Phil this time. I'm not going to change it. Let's start with Phil because you had a protest song as well. So let's go Phil, Laura, then Jean. What was your thoughts here, Phil?
Very timely message, brilliant. Obviously, the production is really first class. Um, I'm going to brag though, because I got a better fiddle player than him. Um, because I've had the concertmaster from the Colorado Symphony guest record with us, and she's a world-class concert violinist. But damn, the way he was playing that with I'm gonna share this with her and say, hey, check this out because this is some brilliant, and the way they tied it into tied it in with the guitar as well. But I still got the thing that blew my mind though was those keyboards, and particularly in the intro. That just absolutely brilliant arrangement, incredible playing. I'm not sure who's on the keys there, but I'm gonna go look it up because that was absolutely fantastic. So really enjoyed that.
Yeah, same here, same here. Laura, then Jean.
I love the fiddle, especially the plucking, and just there was so much entertainment. There was so much satisfaction I got from the entire thing. You know, my first thought when it first started was brought me back to when I was 12 years old and the first time I heard Logical Song, and because it's like all this crazy stuff is going on, how come no one is noticing? You know, and it was just absolutely brilliant. I loved the entire presentation of it. I don't even know what else to say. It was just so good. Really loved it.
Well said, well said. Jean and then Mark.
Well, again, the lyrics of this is another one of those protest songs that I really like, but the instrumentation on it, every single player, I just feel like there's a lot of magic going on in that studio, you know, because everybody was like synced in with everyone else, and you could really hear it. Very powerful message. And I love the symbolism that went with the lyrics. It was absolutely perfect, especially the one with the eyes, because I've been recently touring like Portugal, England, not England yet, but you know, I really don't like it when those things come at my eyes.
Aye, well said, Jean, well said. Mark, Simon, Steve, then Rich, and I'm going to wrap up this beautiful show. So Mark, then Simon.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to hear Joe again. I was really impressed with him when you had him on your show before. He's been on there several times. And I'm a sucker for electric violin because I used to really love Jean-Luc Ponty. Um, but Joe's a fantastic musician. It's classic prog rock, flawlessly played, flawlessly executed. And as everyone has said before, it is a really good video. And it's good to hear that musicians still know how to write protest songs because we need them now more than we ever did.
Well said, Mark. Simon and Steve.
Yeah, going to echo a lot of that. I mean, it's a great title to start. Just that kind of gives you everything. And I think musicians have got to talk about this stuff, and we're really well placed to do this and give it some sort of charm and power like that. I like the playing. I like that prog pop kind of thing, where the instruments are all over the place and there's lots going on. Very kind of poly experience. So yeah, very powerful. I enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to hear something like that, so it was really nice surprise.
Well said, buddy. Well said, man. Steve, then Rich Matters podcast. What was your thoughts here, gents? And then we'll wrap it up.
Well, I'm going to just comment on a TV series from 1967, and it became a cult TV series. It's called The Prisoner. It starred Patrick McGoohan as number 6. And if you haven't seen it, every episode is on YouTube. So Google it and find it. It is amazing. Anyway, the reason I'm talking about it is because, as Jeannie was saying, the imagery of the eyes of everybody looking, it's like we're being like monitored all the time. And number 6, Patrick McGoohan in the TV series, he was basically abducted from London and taken to this place which was loosely called the Village. where it was everybody was monitored completely by electronic surveillance, and the eye symbolism came into it because, like, the characters in it would say, "Be seeing you," and although like Patrick McGowan's character was like a complete rebel, he didn't want to be there. He just wanted to escape from it. Like he would, you know, the one thing that he did accept was he would say, "Be seeing you" to other people that he would meet in the village. And it was like, this was made in 1967, and the world that we're in today is more or less like it. So it was like prophetic how that particular series came about. So I just wanted to mention that. So as I say, if you haven't seen it, Google The Prisoner, Patrick McGowan. It's on YouTube, every episode. Fantastic. And having said all that, I'm just going to say that, you know, the song itself, the performance was so top quality. Every you know, performer on that stage was just amazing. Another letter P comes to mind. P for professional. Absolutely professional performances by everybody involved, and a fantastic job all round.
Well said. I'll do to that, man. I'll do to that. Rich Myers, what was your thoughts? Your final comment of the show here.
Okay, I thought it was a great illustration of surveillance, and plus they threw a little AI in there with the robots and stuff like that, and
hey,
I thought it was a powerful voice.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff, wasn't it? So, Joe, until the next time, love you to bits, man. I'm just going to stop the show now, so everyone get their peace signs in the air, or I'm not stopping it. Right, I will stop this one first of all. Let me stop that one.